Welcome to the Del Walmsley Radio Show. Listen and grow as Del questions the status quo, encourages you to think differently, and empowers you to make a better life. Get ready as Del challenges core beliefs, seeks the truth, and reveals the roadmap to the lifestyle you really want. And now your host, multi-millionaire, national award-winning investor, CEO and founder of Lifestyles Unlimited, Del Walmsley.
Welcome to the Del Walmsley Radio Show, where the hype ends and the help begins. And folks, today is the day. Yes, it is. Today is the day. I haven't given a class, I haven't given a seminar in many, many, many years. But today is the day. I'm going to be giving a class. I'm going to be giving the case study. It's where we bring people in and show what they've accomplished. I'm going to be doing that here in Houston, Texas from 6 to 9 tonight. It's going to be live. It's also going to be available online if you're not in Houston and can't make it. But if you're going to be in Houston or if you're going to be online, you need to register for this event. You can go to lifestylesunlimited.com and look up case study and register for the case study tonight from 6 to 9. Now, why am I doing this? Let's start with that. I'm doing this because the marketplace has flipped. It has flipped over, and I'm going to show it to you in numbers and graphs and charts tonight, but it has flipped from being a seller's market to a buyer's market. And we've been calling this for a long time now, and it's been coming, but it's finally gotten to the point where they can't stop it. They can't lie about it. They can't hide it anymore. It's happening, and people are getting absolutely great deals from it because other people are losing their butts. Now, normally in real estate, we make a lot of money by being good operators, buying at the right price, operating the property, and in turn making money in a natural business process. But there are those times in life when the opportunity for you to make a killing occurs. I have 3 rules in real estate. Rule number 1, never lose money. The people that bought real estate and overpaid for it over the last 2 years with interest rates down to almost zero, with adjustable rate interest, with interest-only loans. And for those you don't know what that means, interest-only loan means you don't even have to pay principal, you just pay interest. You're not paying the mortgage down at all. Adjustable rate interest means you're getting very, very low interest rates to start, but then they go wherever the market goes. And you know the market's gone crazy. They've gone from 2.5% interest to 7% interest. And all the people that did this while I was screaming the whole time, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. They say, hey, look, the world is like this, Del. If you want to be in the game, you got to play the game at the game's rules. And sometimes the answer is you just shouldn't be in the game. Now, what's interesting is during that time I bought real estate and I had none of the problems anybody else did. Over the last 2 or 3 years, I've purchased many properties. You've heard me tell you this. I just don't buy the ones that you're being sold hard on. It happens. They're selling you a bill of goods. In fact, I had a guy call me up today. He was talking to me about, hey, the taxes rate might go down, and so the value should go up, and that should be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars of value. I'm going, no. Hundreds of thousands of dollars of value become because you buy a property, buy a business, you operate it correctly, and you do the things that make it go up in value, not because there is a governmental change in tax and authority's ability to tax. No, that's not the reason you make money. You make money because you bought the property right and you operate it correctly. But people don't want to tell you that. They want to tell you every little sneaky, tricky little thing you can do to try to figure out a reason to pay too much for real estate. And they've done that for 3 years now. And the chicken has come home to roost. The bottom line is those deals are now on those adjustable rate mortgages starting to fall out. And because they're starting to fall out, people like me who didn't buy those types of properties at those prices have cash. We have money. Because we didn't lose our money. These people are going to lose their money. I've seen many people already. There's been reports, there's been stories in the news about people losing hundreds of millions of dollars already in just the last couple of months. And it's only going to get worse. The Wall Street Journal says there's $1 trillion worth of this debt sitting out there over the next 3 years that's upside down, that can't refinance and the properties can't be sold. The properties are going to lose the investors' capital and come back down to realistic prices. The difference between what the mortgage is and what people put into it is probably what they're going to lose, because the bank wasn't stupid. Over the last 3 years, they went from lending 80% down to 75%, down to 70%, down to 65%, down to 60%. The last deal I tried to do in a conventional financing terminology was 57% financing. In other words, the bank's saying these things are worth half of what you're trying to finance them. We're not going to give you 80% of a number that's a fake number. We'll give you 80% of the real price, the real value, which makes our loan only 57% of this incredibly, ridiculously overpriced number. We're not going to do it. So what you don't understand is all you people that went into those deals that I told you not to get into, all of you people went into those deals are going to lose the equity. The bank's not going to hurt. They're just going to turn around and sell it to me now, or sell it to one of the other people that are with me. We are going to line up a group of buyers that are going to be sitting there ready to buy. Not for me, for you, for the Lifestyles members. So we're going to get the members ready. Tonight is the first step in that process. I'm going to start lining up people that want to be lead investors, that want to be passive investors in these great deals. So my team has asked me to come back and do some live stuff with people again. Now, I'm going to start with the live event, which is tonight. And I'm going to start with this event, which is the 7th of September. If we put a little date on this thing for you here so you know this is the date you're thinking about. It's here in Houston. It's live. It's at the office from 6 to 9. You got to register for it. Although you can go online and watch it online, and you got to register for that also. This is just to get you started so you understand what it is I'm going to be teaching this weekend. This weekend, I'm going to teach a class I haven't taught for years. And I'm going to give it slightly in a different version than what most of the other life changers give it, because I'm going to add some current knowledge, some what's going on right now knowledge. I'm going to give you all the information you need, though, to locate, evaluate, negotiate, contract, and close, finance, and operate real estate deals. You're getting it all. You'll walk out of there Sunday, you'll be ready to go Monday, and boom, go buy something. Now, at the end of that, many of you will want to go on a road trip and see these deals. Well, we talked about them live in the case study. We're going to go see deals live, not the same ones, but different deals, live on Friday and Saturday of the following week. Meeting people that have done it, hearing their story, seeing the numbers, getting taught how that all worked and how they did it, and how you can do it right now, and added this time, not in normally the workshop, how right this very moment is the absolute best time in the here and now to get started. We haven't had this kind of an opportunity since 2008. I ran into it in 1987. I ran into it again in 2008. And each of those times, I at least tripled my net worth. It's just unbelievable opportunity in these times. And that's in a 1 or 2 year period of time after those dates. It's going to happen again. I have no idea what it's going to do to my net worth. I'm really here because I'm trying to teach you guys to do it so you can go do your net worth. I would tell you that without trying to sound arrogant in any way, my net worth is plenty high for me. Yet who could pass up doubling or tripling it again? I have more than enough now, but if I have an opportunity to slap me in the face that says, Del, you can double your net worth or triple your net worth, wouldn't you take advantage of that? 100% return. Wouldn't you take 100% return on something? 200% return on something? Would you walk away from that? Well, many of you are going to do that because you're not going to come learn what you need to learn this weekend. Now, if you want to come to that 2-day training session, we've got it on sale. I don't even know what the price is. I think my guess is it's normally $740 to get in for a year's worth of membership. I think they've got it on sale for this event for only like $297, some ridiculously low price, just because they don't want people to miss out on it. And you'd need to register. You need to go to financialfreedomweekend.com and register. Don't miss it, because you are going to miss out. You know, you tell people, what is this opportunity? Would you take advantage of it? They all go, yeah, I would, but they don't. and they miss out, and that's sad. I've had so many people tell me since 2008 when I made tons of money, Del, if that ever happens again, I'm going to be right there. I'm going, yeah, that's what I say. When 1987, when I saw it happen, I did spend every penny I had and then got other people to invest with me and made tons of money. I told myself, if ever this happens again in 2008, I'm going to jump on this and make a ton of money. And in 2008, when it happened, I did. I jumped on it when everybody else was running away from real estate. I was jumping deeper and deeper and deeper. And I had a killing. I made a killing. Now, again, in 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, prices just kept going up forever until now, to where they're so high that the banks won't even finance the deals for you. They're only lending you 50, 60% loans because the prices are too high, not 80 and 90% loans like when we were buying it, because the prices were so low, they figured, yeah, I'll give you 80, 90% of that. That's a great deal, right? So now it's happening again, and you're going to bypass it again? Now, maybe you're too young to even realize that it happened before. And, a lot of people think that, life is luck. Or you think that, hey, I can go out here and I can learn how to get clicks on my Facebook, and that clicks on my Facebook is going to make me rich. Let me tell you something about the clicks on Facebook. Clicks on Facebook work. You can do that. You can go out there and get yourself a following online and work, because you've got to do those podcasts and things every single day, over and over and over again, on a regular, reoccurring basis, and hope you build up clicks. But in the end, those clicks are only worth commissions on marketing commissions of some kind. When you stop doing that work, those clicks go away. The commissions go away. So it's only just really a job. If you equate it realistically, you may like that as a job and enjoy doing it. I enjoy doing the radio. Marketing's fun. But the reality is it's going to go away. If I stop doing radio tomorrow, my business isn't going away. I got 5 other guys doing radio shows. If I quit doing real estate tomorrow, I still have 10 real estate companies selling real estate that I'm making real estate commissions off of. If I stop doing real estate tomorrow, I still have all the real estate deals, the 27 different real estate companies that I own owning real estate deals that are making me cash flow on a regular basis. I still have all that. None of that goes away because it's all real. It's solid. It's not there because I get up and get on the radio, or I get up and do clicks on Facebook. It's there because it's real. And that's what this real estate transaction stuff will do for you. It will build a base of income that is solid, that is real, and it's reoccurring for the rest of your life. Let's take a short break, come back, and have more of the Del Walmsley Radio Show.
Teaching you with a roadmap to creating the lifestyle you really want. Keep listening. The Del Walmsley Radio Show returns in moments.
What is Del Walmsley, CEO and founder of Lifestyles Unlimited, up to in today's market?
I'm out there right now looking and buying everything I can get my hands on for a better deal than what I could get it for a week before. And I'll just keep buying. I did that back in 2008. I bought a property that was worth $35,000 a door. I bought it for $26,000 a door. Next month or so, I bought the same age property, and I bought it for like $19,000 a door. But by buying at 26 when they were getting killed from 35 down to 26, buying at 26, let the broker know I was a buyer in a downward spiraling market. And so from that point on, I bought 3 or 4 more. I can't remember exactly. I think it was 4 more I bought from there. And the brokers were just bringing them to me, go, look, you seem to be the only guy buying right now.
Are you ready to take advantage of the wave of opportunity coming to those who know what they're doing? Join us for the free online workshop at lifestylesunlimitedworkshop.com.
You're hearing the Del Walmsley Radio Show. Want more life-changing knowledge? Access our podcast and listen on demand at lifestylesunlimited.com under the radio tab. Now your host, Del Walmsley.
Welcome back to the Del Walmsley Radio Show. With me here today is Del Walmsley. Why is Del with me here today? Because you're going to be getting a live workshop from me tonight. Yes, I am going to be live tonight for the first time and live this weekend teaching a 2-day class for the first time in many, many, many years. I have not done it. It's happening because the marketplace is turning. And, you know, one thing I got to say to you is that if you listen to anybody who does radio or does any kind of presentations, there needs to be the statement that past results do not indicate future results. So no marketplace exactly the same, won't happen exactly the same. I'm actually going to show you some charts tonight that are going to show you how the 1987 market changed and compare it to the 2008 market and how it changed, because they're different. They actually were different. And then I'm going to show you what the marketplace is doing today. So you can go like, wow, we can't really yet tell if it's going to be a 2008 effect, event or a 1987 event. But whatever it is, it's happening right now. And we won't know until we go through it to see exactly what it is. So the past does not equal the future. But this is a guy that's almost 70 years of age, that's been through this now for 35 years, telling you guys, the hair's up on the back of my neck. The numbers are already out on the page as far as the graphs and charts go. The prices, the actual reality of prices that I'm paying for stuff are going down radically. Prices in general have gone down about 20% across the board. But that's nothing. 20% across the board is just a problem of the buyers won't pay what the sellers are asking. Before, a seller would go out there and ask $1 million for a property or $10 million for a property or $100 million for a property, irrelevant to what it is. We'll just start with $1 million. And then he'd put it up there for sale and guys would bid it up to $1 million too. Well, that's the 20% you've lost. Is that guys right now, the brokers are putting it out there and they're saying there was a deal I was negotiating on. They wanted $45 million for it. Normally bought and bid up to maybe $46 million. But what happened is nobody came in any higher than $41 million. So $5 million off what the asking price was. That's quite a bit of a reduction. No bid up. Quite a bit of reduction. Then they went for highest and best, which is the same thing that everybody does. They've been pushing people around for years with these highest and best. Well, if you go out there and we'll give you one last chance and you could be the best bidder here and win. And I'm saying to them, look, I did my numbers. This is where the deal makes sense to me. If you don't want my numbers, then you don't want my money because I've got the money. Now, if you got somebody else out there that's got the money willing to pay more, well, then that's a smart thing for you to do. I get it. But I'm not getting excited about it and bidding myself up against a price that's already higher than I want to pay. That doesn't make any sense, and that's what people have been doing for years. So what's going to happen now is something different. The particular property I'm talking about is not distressed. The property's not in problem at all. There are going to be people where their loans are gone, where they're distressed, where they have to get out, where the thing won't refinance for what their loan is even. And so they can't sell it. They can't get out from underneath of it. They can't refinance it. And so they're going to have to take a haircut on it. They have to take a loss. And that's what I'm talking about now. Now, how deep will that go? I don't know. I'm going to tell you about one of the best deals I ever did. The best deals I ever did. Prices back when in 2008 for the average kind of properties we buy were about $50,000 a door. And I started in when the recession started at $26,000 a door. Then I bought one at $19,000 a door. Then I bought one at $17,000, $14,000 a door. And then the best one I ever bought was at $8,000 a door. Well, that particular property today would probably sell for $100,000 a door. But back then, after I bought it at $8,000, I turned around and sold it at $35,000 and made a massive, massive rate of return. Now, I'm going to tell you the numbers. It's going to blow your mind. And past results don't equal present results. But this was as a lead investor, as a syndicator, where I was getting an override. I was getting a portion of everybody's profit for putting the deal together. My partners made on average, I think, 185% return is what it was. And I put in $100,000. I made $1.3 million. So I don't even know what return that is. That's just, is that 1,300% return maybe? Something like that. Unbelievable amount. And it doesn't take very many of those guys to double or triple your net worth, right? And it was incredible. I loved it. It's the best deal I've ever done, so it's not like this is something that happens every day, but it just happened because I was there. And all my partners were there. They got a piece of it. In fact, one of the guys that does radio shows here in Houston, one of my ex-students is mentoring. Use that story to tell everybody how great a deal he's done. Well, he was a passive in that deal. He didn't put the deal together. He didn't do it, but he lies to everybody and tells everybody it was his deal. That's okay. He was in it, so he can claim it as his deal if he wants to. But it was really my deal that I put together. So I want you guys to be prepared when these opportunities occur. What is luck? Does anybody know what luck? Luck, by definition, is when proper preparation meets opportunity. And there's going to be opportunity as far as I can see, as far as the charts are showing me, as far as all the newspaper reports out there about this $1 trillion. And there's multiple reports now coming out. I've seen multiple people have sent me at least 3 or 4 news articles in the last week about the market starting to crater. I've been telling you this now for months. You know that. If you're listening to me, you know I've been screaming this. Now the articles are starting to come out. So I've got to get you guys prepared. I got to have you ready to go so that my army of people that are ready to change their life forever are out there on the sidelines with their money and education necessary to do this. A lot of people out there will not do it the right way. They won't do it my way. There's a bunch of people that were members here that decided to leave because they wanted to do it their way. And my way is safer. And because my way was safer, they didn't want to take and be as conservative as I was. They wanted to be more aggressive, so they went out and became more aggressive. And now they're losing millions, no, tens of millions, no, hundreds of millions of dollars of their passive investors' money. There's syndications out there all over the place you can go get into, guys. And those guys are now, many of them, losing their partners' money, their passive investors' money. Even the great Grant Cardone, which is all over the internet, biggest name out there, has got big problems right now. Look him up. Look up his problems. He's got a class action lawsuit against him. He's got all kinds of loans that are going to come due. That just like I'm talking about. He's in this problem, and he's going to have to live through it. Don't know what happened to him, no idea. But remember, there is a right and a wrong way to do this, and what you need to do is get into my 2-day so you do it the right way. Because even though the opportunity is there, if you do it wrong, you can still lose money. So to get to my workshop, to get to my 2-day, you need to come to financialfreedomweekend.com or go to that website. It's a landing page, I guess, financialfreedomweekend.com, and get signed up for this weekend. It's at a massive discount from the normal price. But I would recommend that if you're going to come this weekend, I'd also get to the case study tonight. It's worth 3 hours because I'm going to give you a lot of preliminary information that will allow you to see what I'm talking about and where this marketplace is going. If you miss this, there'll be others you can go to. No big deal. But you will not get me. I do not do this. I have not done it for years, and I'm only doing it because I'm going to change it. It's going to be different. And if you want to attend this weekend, especially, if you've done this before and you want to come back and watch it again and see some new stuff, hear some new stuff. There'll be some old stuff in there too, but there's going to be a lot of new stuff in there. If you want to come to that, you need to sign up at financialfreedomweekend.com. That's financialfreedomweekend.com. Now, I told you before we went to break, I'd tell you the difference between being motivated, right, and stimulated. I hate motivation. I hate people yelling in my ear. And by the way, today is fully motivation. Tonight will be stimulation. The opposite of motivation, which is where someone is pushing you, is where someone is pulling you towards something, right? Inspiration, there's the word. I don't like motivation where somebody's pushing me. I like inspiration where someone is pulling me. I want to see stuff. So when you go to the case study, you're going to be inspired by these people that we have up there. I guarantee you, they look just like me. They're dressed just like me. They act just like me. They speak just like me. Go, yeah, that's because they are just like you. The difference is they took the classes and went out and took the action necessary to make the stuff happen. Right? So Inspiration is something that works. Motivation, I like this, it's funny. Motivation is like taking a bath. It works, but only if you do it every day. So I'm doing this motivational piece today, and it is motivational, not inspirational. Motivational to get to this class tonight or get to this 2-day workshop this weekend. And I'm motivating you as hard as I can, push, so that we can maybe get you to see that this little bit of investment of time is worth it, right? Because this case study tonight is free. A little bit of investment of your time quite possibly could inspire you from tonight's class, inspire you to change your life forever. The motivation is to come tonight. The inspiration will come at the meeting tonight. And we have to get you across the line in this quest to get away from quiet desperation. Most people live lives of quiet desperation. It's out there. Their life, whether they like what they do for a living or whatever, most people are unsatisfied with either what they do for a living or they're unsatisfied with how many hours a week it takes to do what they do for a living, how little amount of time they get to spend with their families, which is most important, taking care of their fitness, which is important, taking care of their health, which is important, traveling, if that's your thing, recreation, if that's your thing, hobbies, if that's your thing. And all those things are important to me. So when you add them all up, people go, Del, what do you do with your time? I go, what do you mean, what do I do with my time? I don't have any free time. Why? Because I have grown. I retired at age 35. I have grown massive amount of time spent with family, friends, recreational time, health, fitness time, and hobbies. God, my hobbies. You know the difference between men and boys? Is the way they treat women and the price of their toys. My hobbies are very expensive, but that's okay. I don't care if your hobbies are expensive or cheap. The fact is you don't have any time to do them is what's important. And that's really the limitation for me. I would do tons of things in life if there were more time. But even though I've taken work out of the equation of my time limitations for the most part, I still don't have enough time because life just doesn't give you enough time. So the inspiration you need to get is the lifestyle. I've told you this forever. It's not the money, but the money allows for the lifestyle. Now, a lot of people think it's just the money, and the people that like money just for money are the ones that are miserable once they get the money. It's the people that come from the point of view that I'm only getting the money so that I can obtain the real benefit, which is the lifestyle. Because then when they get the money and they spend it on the lifestyle, then they're happy. So keep this in mind. Today's radio show is motivation to get you to this class, which will be inspiration, which will get you to this weekend to change your life. And then you can have all these things we just talked about. Not a little more money, although money is a basis, but a better lifestyle. Have a wonderful day. I look forward to seeing you all tonight.
The information and opinions you hear on the Del Walmsley radio show are those of the host, Del Walmsley, his guests, and his callers. The Del Walmsley show is for entertainment purposes only. Please consult a professional regarding your personal investment needs. Nothing presented on the Del Walmsley show constitutes an endorsement, recommendation, offer, or solicitation to buy or sell any product or security.